Alright folks, let's talk about Temu. I was a little skeptical. My first order of Temu, placed a little one. Seen everything seemed to work out good, so I placed another one, and since I've placed a bunch of orders, let's look at some of the stuff I got. Now this is all garden related stuff. I got a list of prices here, and I just want you to know kind of the reason I bought most of this stuff is to try and find something that was compatible with the 1020 trays or the 1010 trays. You can have the nicest pot in the world, but if you got nothing to put it in so you can carry a lot of them, they're not a lot of good. So I got a couple things up here. Let's start with these. So I got this green thing. I actually didn't mean to buy this. I had it in my cart, and then I was like, yeah, you know what, I don't need that. And then I forgot to take it out, and then I ended up with it. But it wasn't expensive. So this was one of those 90% off, like the daily thing. It was $4. I think regular it was like $7. But $4, and these are all Canadian prices. But this should be pretty decent for, well, not a 1020 tray, but in the garden for planting small seeds like carrots and stuff like that. You just take this and drop your seeds in. So for $4, you know what? It's worth a try. All right, the next thing I bought are these little greenhouses. This is a pack of 5. And it was $15. Now these aren't a lot of use to me. They're fairly solid. Not bad quality. If I can get a top off. Oh, and it comes with a bunch of stuff that I just dumped all over the ground. I'll get that later. So it came with 2 of these little tools, a bunch of tags, and a bunch of these. These are just, I don't know why we have these, to be honest. So there's no holes in the greenhouse for these. Normally these pop into the greenhouse and you can set how much you want. Anyway, that aside, the reason I got this is a 10 tray. Assume it's a 1020 tray for a second. So the rack where I start all my stuff, I got enough width for one of those and a half, so I can put some of these in the front. But 6 cells, you know what? $3 for the pair. Not bad quality if you're looking for something like that. Since I got these in my hand, let's talk about these next. Now it's on. Oh, look. Okay, so, my bad. Let's back up a little bit. This is the top. And these are the vents. Okay, so those are legit. So I was looking at the bottom. That's what I was. Yeah, so this is the water tray. So you get all 3 pieces. You know what? That's a pretty good deal. Those will come in handy. Alright, I'll pick them up later. Back to these 1010 trays. 1010, a package of 5 was $10. So $2 a piece. If you compare that to the only other 1010 stuff I've ever found is the bootstrap stuff. The shallow bootstrap trays are $6 a piece. So these are probably twice as thick as the cheapo Vessies or McKinley or whoever your seed company is. So basically the ones you buy at Walmart. So these were actually a really good deal at $2 a piece. These are strawberry forks. I'm putting in strawberries this year. And these were $4 for 100. So what you do with these, and you could use these for a number of different things. This will be more of a next year thing. Strawberries put out runners, and you just put that to the ground, and you take the little stake and you stick it in to hold it down until it takes root. You know what? 4 cents a piece. Hard to go wrong. Okay. Figure out how to open this. Alright, so these are the sun around pots. DYSCSSY. Not a lot of vowels there, I'm just count the Y's. Made in China, obviously. You know, they're fairly sturdy, and they come with bases. Now, some of the bases are a little warped because they were in here, but I suspect they'll flatten out after they've been in the greenhouse for a little bit. How much were these? Pots. They are fairly expensive. Half-gallon pots, 10 of them for $9, so 90 cents a piece. I just bought them. I really don't have a good use for these. I told myself I did, but I really don't. Probably the only thing I'm going to use these for will be selling some of my larger plants that I've got in my 3.3 bootstrap dishes I don't want to give away. I can repot them into these, but there's other stuff I can do. So anyway, if you have a use for these, they're fairly good quality, right? Like, they're not cheap, they're not brittle, they're fairly thick. Worth the 90 cents? Maybe. Alright. Long bib pin. So this actually came with, I don't think I have this down there. This came with some tags. I just wanted to try out this long bib thing. It works pretty good. I actually like it. Let's see. 4-inch deep pots. So remember I said about having something to put them in. So these are really thin. But I bought these for starting raspberry canes, blackberry canes, cuttings basically, roses, stuff like that. So these are 4 inches on the top. They're 8 inches down. They're pretty thin. That's alright. Milk crates. Milk crates are 12 inches inside, which means you can put 9 of these in there. Perfect. Let's see, how much were these? 4 inch by 8 inch. You get 30 of them for $10. Alright, back to work. Oops. Okay, this was a screw up. These pots were I want to say they're like $15. They come with little greenhouses. I really wasn't sure what I was going to use these for. Bread pots, 50 of them with covers, were $21. Honestly, that one kind of slipped through the cracks on me. I was just like dropping stuff in the cart and then going back and reading up on it. And I didn't realize these were that expensive. So here's some of these pots that I've used. They do fit in a 10 by 20 tray. But here's some other ones we'll talk about in a second, and you can see they're just a little bit smaller. These fit, hope I'm on camera, these fit almost perfectly in a 10-20 tray. They're a little bit loose, whereas these ones are they're really tight. So I thought these were these, and anyway, $21 for 50 of these with greenhouses. They're really not much use to me, but I don't know. It's what they are. I screwed up. I think that's expensive. $21 for 50 of these. These things are super thin. This is like the six pack trays that you get. You know, throwaway ones. They're that kind of quality. So $21 for 50 of them. Not much of a deal. I had. Oh, there it is. This is from Bootstrap Farmer. This is the insert for their 2.5-inch pots. So I went out and I tried to find a cheaper alternative to those pots. They're really nice, but they're, I don't know, like 50 cents a piece. These were like 5 cents a piece. So those are how much were those? Red pots, multi. Okay, so there was two different ones I got. These ones here, the black ones, they're 2 3/4 inch. 50 of these was $17. They are a little big. They do fit, but they don't fit. They don't set all the way down. They're not as small on the bottom. They're pretty well the same size as a Bootstrap on the top, but the bottom's a little smaller. But they do fit in there. It's nice. You can carry them around. But again, they're a little tight. There's also a multicolor pack, the same size, but it's a little different pot. It was $24 for 10. Sorry, $10 for 24. They were the same. But these are, they're really sturdy. I thought I had some of them. Oh, they're probably behind me. Yeah, they're behind me. Anyway, do another video on those. These for cactus. I'm going to start some cactus seeds and stick them in these. And my wife has one little cactus that's always putting out little things, little pods. Anyway, 6-pack of these was $15. Right? Yeah, $15. They're hand painted. I don't know. I'm sure they're a sweatshop thing, but so is the stuff you're going to buy at Home Depot. I don't know. They're ceramic, they're glazed. Some are glazed inside and out. Whatever, they're neat little pots. I like them. So pretty good deal, I think. 6 of those for $15. How's that? Oh, that wasn't a Temu thing. I don't think I put these on the list. These just showed up. But these were pretty reasonable. I think there's 50 of these stakes and the little plastic hold down pieces. It's for putting down landscape cloth. Like $7. I didn't know what this was. So they show a picture of this when it's wet. I didn't realize it was rock wool. It's $3. There's 50 squares. I'm gonna use it. It was more of a curiosity thing. I've never tried these before. And it's only rock wool. It's made out of basalt. It's a organic rock. Same type of stuff you'd use for fire-rated insulation. It's harmless. Itchy as hell, but harmless. Netting, those aren't on my list either. I know those aren't. Alright, so these are probably the biggest winner of the day. These are 3x3 round pots. These things are super, super thin, but fairly tough. You can rip them, you can see. That's how thin they are, but that's alright. Like, this is a disposable item. But the reason I got these is because this is the one thing that I bought that fill it with some dirt. This is one thing I bought that really works with some of these trays. So I want to sell seedlings that are like $1 or $2, individual seedlings, and I want a convenient way to carry the damn things. So these 3x3, and they're not 3x3. They said they were 3x3. They are actually, it says 6.5. So this was supposed to be 3x3 round. It's $4 for 100 of them. I tell you right now, that is about a little less than 2 inches, maybe 1 3/4 inches. Fits in there pretty good. Not tight, but it fits in there pretty good. So here's the thing with Temu. And these things are 3 cents a piece. A lot of the measurements are wrong. I noticed that not only on these, but on those 4x4x8 pots. Multiple different listings of them. Some of them, the metric and imperial measurements were way off. The metric measurements are usually right, but the imperial ones are way off on some of them. And I think that's kind of what happened there. I seen 3x3, and I noticed it didn't really line up with the metric. I wasn't sure which was right, but you know what, $3 for 100 of them. I just bought them, and they fit pretty good. I like them. So this is a winner. I'm gonna plant a bunch of squash and stuff in these today. So that's it for this video. It's been long enough. I gotta clean up my mess, and we'll see you next time.